What is up, guys? This is syphic coming back at you with another pickups video. Portland has come and gone. It was amazing, as I posted in my last video on my Portland recap, and looks like the bum rush hasn't stopped. I've had a really nice month with lots of goodies that have come through, and still some other stuff that's still coming. Some pretty good deals and a lot of good trades. I was able to attend the Pixel Vault game trade event, which is held every last Sunday of the month, and it's just been gaining momentum. I mean, people have been showing up, and Armando has been doing an awesome job letting everyone set up their own tables and doing trading and selling, and we've actually been able to make a lot of really good deals. And there's some really good deals that I've made. I'm going to show you guys today that I was able to make there. So, but yeah, it looks like the bum rush has not stopped. Lots of good stuff coming in, and still got SC3 coming up next weekend, which is another local event. If you guys have not RSVP'd yet, maybe it's not too late. I'll post a link below. Check out the Facebook page and see if you guys can still attend. It's a really cool event held by a gentleman named Steven, and basically it's a gaming meetup. It's held at his house, but it's like 150 to 200 people show up and just trading and playing games. It's a lot of fun. It's like a mini convention, but at somebody's house. It's really cool. So definitely try to make it out if you guys can still RSVP for that. So let's get started with what we've got here. My really good buddy, David Kim, Shaq Funaki on YouTube, is kind of partying out on some of his Master System collection, games he doesn't play, or games he just, maybe just not interested in anymore. And he actually gave these to me for free. So thank you, David, for hooking it up. The first title I got was Shanghai for the Sega Master System. Didn't have this one in my set, so glad to have that. Another title is Lord of Sword. I didn't have this one either, so glad to have this one. It's looks like an action. Actually, it's like an action game. It's kind of, it says adventure role playing, but it looks more like an action game on here. But probably action game with RPG elements, maybe. Another title I didn't have is Action Fighter. Now this is kind of like a Spy Hunter wannabe. So if you like that kind of a game, that's Action Fighter for you. And Global Defense. I think I have the 3D version of this. So there's two versions of this. So didn't have this one in the set. And a game that I remember loving on the Master System, I remember buying this at EB back in the day, and that is Rampage. A really good port, actually. Two-player action. Really nice graphics, and pretty true to the arcade, I'd have to say on that. So thank you, David, for that. And while I was at Pixel Vault recently as well, I picked up Sonic the Hedgehog. No, this is not the US version with the UPC code, or maybe it could have been at one time, but basically the only thing that makes this different from the USA version is basically there's a UPC code here. But he held this for me, and I didn't have this game for the Master System, so nice to pick that up. I was able to make a really nice trade at the Pixel Vault event with my buddy Brian. He had a bunch of stuff that I had a bunch of stuff he wanted. He had a bunch of stuff that I definitely wanted, and I was super excited to pick up the stuff that he had. First off is a joystick that I once had back in the day, and my brother actually broke it, and I tossed it out. Because back then you didn't think that you could fix these things, and so it's nice to finally add this back to the Turbografx or PC Engine set. And that is an XE1 Pro controller. I believe this is made by Micomsoft, I believe. These are really hard to get, and he was able to pick this up in a big lot. He said he doesn't really like joysticks as much as playing on the joypad, so I wanted it. And what makes this controller cool is the different options that it has. You can actually change the way the stick, you can do it 8-way or 4-way. You could also twist this here and make the buttons move up or down, however you like, and then various different options as far as speed control and all that. Also, this one has a built-in 4-port adapter on the side, which is really cool. I had a blast playing Bonk's Adventure with this thing. It was a lot of fun. I'm so glad to have that. I actually had the other version, which is the basic version, called just the X1 PC, and this is the Pro model. So very nice, and thank you, Brian, for the trade. Another part of the trade that we did too, two games that I've been wanting to pick up that I did not have, and that is Spriggan and Spriggan MK2. Both of these games are made by Compile, and they are part of the Musha series. And both games are actually really good. This one is more of a up and down shooter, and this one is a side to side. On this one though, you're a mech, and you can actually pull out a sword and attack like the bosses. Also, this one has more of a story mode, so during the game you get those little cutscenes, like kind of like Star Fox, where the little characters start talking and so on and so forth, which can be disabled, which is kind of cool. But yeah, so they're both part 1 and part 2, but they're both different style games, so awesome to have those two. And another hard to find title that actually he had that I definitely needed was Galaxy Force for the Master System. And this one is actually complete and has everything inside in really nice and really clean shape. So very, very excited to have that in the collection. So once again, thank you, Brian, for hooking that up, and hope you're happy with what you got. A couple of other items that I got that same weekend. We went to a video game store actually that we've been kind of going to the last couple of months, and we've been finding a lot of really good stuff. They had 2 items that I definitely needed. One of them, I thought I got a pretty nice price on this, especially with the condition, and that is a copy of Mighty Final Fight. I was able to get this for $140, and it's in excellent shape. I mean, it's in really, really nice condition. Super happy to have this to the collection. So yeah, can't beat that. And that was $140, and at the same place, I was able to get a game that I thought I had, but I didn't. When I looked up my collection, that was a Sword of Vermilion. I paid $14.99 for this, and it also came with the little book, the little guidebook, which is kind of cool. And it's complete and in really nice condition. Couldn't pass that up. Definitely super, super happy to add that to the Genesis collection. And was at a swap meet recently, and was able to finally pick up Battletoads. I got this for 15 bucks, which is a pretty good price, and the game's kind of floating around 20 to 25, I believe, if not more. Just has some writing on here, so I'm going to try to take that off, but other than that, the game is in excellent shape, and I hear this game kicks your freaking ass. So I can't wait to try this one out. So happy to have that in the collection. I have all of my core graphics for the PC Engine box, except for the Turbografx 2, which I had loose, and I saw a box pop up on the internet through an offer, and was able to get the just the box only. So I do need the manual, so if anyone out there has a Turbografx manual, let me know. But was able to get the box for it in really nice condition. It's really, really clean. I'm super happy to have the box. So I was able to, box up my loose Turbografx 2, so now I have all 3 of them in the box, which is totally rad. So I'm very, very happy to add that to the collection. And let's see here, hit up a couple of flea markets, actually a Goodwill, and actually found a bunch of Dreamcast controllers for $2.99. So I was able to pick up the clear smoke black in really nice condition for $2.99, and then a couple of regular white ones in really nice shape, also for $2.99. I normally usually pass on them, but for $2.99 in this condition, I just brought them home. I don't want to leave them there, so. If anyone needs some of these controllers, hit me up, because I already have a bunch. So yeah, these will be for trade as well. Also, another item I picked up at another thrift store for $3. I got another Catz Gun. I already have 2 of them, but these are kind of hard to find, so I didn't want to leave it behind for $3, so definitely jumped on that. At that same thrift store, they also had the a boxed fishing rod. This was also $3, and it's new in the box. The box is a little beat up, but I actually had fun playing the bass fishing games, so hopefully I think I might have one. If not, I'll run across them and I'll pick them up, and yeah, it was a lot of fun, I remember, so I didn't want to pass on that. Also at the Pixelbot meetup, I had totally forgotten that my friend Brian, same guy I traded the Spriggan for, had found a bunch of Play-Dias on eBay, really cheap, new in the box. So I told him to snatch me one up as well, and it's a funky console, but for the price I couldn't really pass it up. And it's a Bandai Play-Dia. I guess it was Bandai's, way to venture back into the, I think because Bandai was also, I don't know if they were also with Apple, with the Pippin, but I guess they decided to try to make another console. Controller is in the front, and it's wireless, which is kind of cool. And basically it's going to be a bunch of Dragon Ball Z games and stuff like that, so, not sure what I'm going to do with this yet. I might just kind of keep it, because it's kind of cool, and it was pretty much dirt cheap, so... and it's new in the box, never used, in mint condition, so Very, very kind of cool to have that. And last but not least, I got a couple of eBay swipes. Actually been coming up on a lot of really nice eBay swipes. And I was able to pick up a Turbo Express with Bonk's Adventure for 25 bucks. Shipping was a little steep. I believe I paid like 20 bucks for the shipping, but a Turbo Express definitely needs to be recapped because it doesn't work. But to get a Turbo Express and Bonk's Adventure loose for 25 bucks plus shipping, I mean, dude, that's a no-brainer. Had to get it. So definitely jump on that deal. So eBay's been pretty good lately with swipes. So definitely been very, very happy with that. And my last eBay swipe is actually a pretty nice one as well. I was able to get a Japanese PC Engine Duo. Had just finally traded off my boxed extra one that I have, and now I'm, you know, back with another one. It was listed as working, and it came complete with its original controller, original AC adapter, and original AV cables. I got it in, plugged it in, and it works perfectly fine. I don't think it's been ever, like I listed it as never been recapped, but working. And usually by now these are usually kind of already exhibiting, low sound, but this thing rocks. I mean, the audio plays perfectly fine, so this will be up for sale or for trade, and it'll probably be for sale uncapped, and it works perfectly fine. So eventually whoever takes it over will have to, recap it eventually. So. But other than that, I mean, it's in really clean condition, really nice shape, and for $120 shipped, you really can't beat the price on this thing. I had to jump on it. So, and there's a couple of other eBay swipes that I purchased recently that haven't shown up yet, so those will be in my next pickup video. But that's about it. I don't think I've missed anything else, so lots of good stuff all around. Just when you think, things are slowing down, all this stuff pops up, which is really, really cool. Just making trades, making moves, and swiping away online, and yeah, just getting down and dirty and doing the dirty work. That's how you get all this good stuff. I mean, a lot of this stuff I didn't really pay much out of pocket, and it's kind of nice to have. So that's what you got to do, guys. So that's about it. Once again, if you guys want to make it out to SE3, it's next Saturday, the November 7th. Link below and see if you can still RSVP and make it out. Some of this stuff will be for trade and for sale there. You can bring in your own stuff to sell, so just check it out. It'll be a lot of fun. So we're going to be there. There's pizza runs and everything. And other than that, we'll see what happens next month. December usually sometimes can be busy, can be kind of slow as far as pickups, especially since I have to work most of December. But we'll see what happens. So until next time, guys, this is syphic signing out. Late.